Yo, what's going on guys, it's Anime on back here with a new video, and today I'm here with a new or the final part of why Naruto was neglected and had GOGETA'S Power. So if you guys like the content in the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, also like this video. So without any delay, let's begin the video. So we start this one off with the team of the sound. Team that was a simple looking team by just looking at it, but in the end of the day, it wasn't. Orochimaru has special plans for this team, especially for the red haired girl. She was in Uzumaki, and a rare one at that. The likes that even surpassed Kushina in terms of prodigious level and her chakra levels. And that girl right now that was walking towards the hidden leaf for the tuning exam was Rias Grimmery. She changed her name from Zamaki to Grimmery. Again, I had to make some bullshit up to add Rias into this one, so you guys enjoy it, right? So Orochimaru had sent them here, and that's pretty much it. As for Naruto and his other team, after 2 or 3 days, they entered the tuning exams. The first part of the tuning exams is a breeze with Vegeta's brains, and of course Gogeta is a genius in battle as well as in normal terms as well. So because of that, he would be able to answer the question without cheating, as he would figure out that the test is about cheating as well, but he would answer the question without cheating anyways. The team would go to the second round of the tuning exams. Now this is where things start getting a little interesting, right? The people who went to the tuning exams are, of course, Naruto, Sasuke, Mito, and Kara, of course, along with Sakura as well. These all went. One extra member was added to the team, that was Sai, to make them a little equal. What I mean by equal is Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura would be in one team, as well as Kara, Mito, and Sai would be in one team, so that the tuning exam pace doesn't just break apart. As that would have happened, Naruto would notice Rias while all of this would happen. He would narrow his eyes at her, since he would sense something from her that he didn't sense in a long time, a strong chakra that reminded him somewhat of Kurama that was inside of Mito and Kara. Ooh, we get to the second round of the tuning exams. In this case, again, the Uchiha massacre would happen, since Minato is dead, so that would not do anything. Since that would have happened, Orochimaru would come for Sasuke. But this is where things start getting a little different. Once Orochimaru would come after Sasuke, he would try to release his killer intents to freeze the 3 Genins, but Naruto would not be affected at all. He would just look at Orochimaru a little bored, as he would say to Sasuke and Sakura to run as far as they can after dispelling the killing intent that was around them with his ki. As that would have happened, Orochimaru would try to stop Sasuke and Sakura from leaving or doing anything like that, but Naruto would just appear in front of Orochimaru, kick him away, and just say that you both need to run. This is a battle that is out of your league. Sasuke would first protest at first, but after seeing the look in Naruto's eyes, he would again soon agree. As that would have happened, Naruto would simply look at Orochimaru. To think that the snake or the legendary Shanin would be here. I truly am surprised, Orochimaru. Naruto would say as Orochimaru would chuckle. Naruto, you know that it was me, and yet you stayed back. How heroic of you to sacrifice yourself to save those two. Sacrifice myself, Naruto would say in a little bit of sarcastic tone. Oh, you're mistaken. I'm not sacrificing myself. I'm gonna kill you right here and right now, said Naruto as Orochimaru just chuckled, as Naruto's eyes just turned silver, and Naruto looked at Orochimaru. I've been wanting to try this out. This is the techniques of the gods that I wanted to use, but simply didn't have the time or the worthy opponent to. I guess you will be worthy enough. I'm not gonna go full out on his technique. Just a bit, said Naruto as his eyes, which were silver now, would just look at Orochimaru. Orochimaru would, just chuckle as you would see at Naruto. He would try to attack Naruto with Kusanagi and every kind of blade, or yeah, every kind of attack that he had, but Naruto would dodge all of it, without blinking. Naruto's eyes were closed while he was doing that, and his arms were folded as well, just to add to the disrespect. Right, Orochimaru would try to do something, but it would not work out. Soon, Naruto would activate the offense ability of Ultra Instinct and then kick Orochimaru away, and then his assault on Orochimaru would begin. Orochimaru would not even know what the fuck is happening since Naruto's attacks would be so fast as that would have happened. Naruto would look at Orochimaru as he would lift his hand up, and a Stardust Breaker would start to form in Naruto's hand, a rainbow-like color. Naruto would squeeze his palm as the Stardust Breaker would turn into a matter-like thing, and Naruto would throw it towards Orochimaru. Orochimaru would try to escape, but Stardust Breaker is too fast for him to do anything. A Stardust Breaker would hit at Orochimaru, and the man would have be forced to leave the Kusanin's body. What do I mean by that? Stardust Breaker is a technique that releases all evil off one body, so that the previous ninja that Orochimaru took over body, that body is now freed from Orochimaru. As Naruto would look at the Kusanin, he would start to explain to her that everything that had happened, Orochimaru took over her body and whatnot. She would, of course, understand the circumstances that she was in, and then soon leave the tuning exams as a whole, since she was really not even a part of it. As that would have happened, Rias would notice something in the forest step, that she already had gotten a scroll with her new techniques, and her teammates were quite decent. The Dosu and what was that bitch's name? What, another girl, right? I forgot her name. Those two will be with Rias, as Rias would notice this surge of power, this calm, cool, but really frightening power that was coming off from a distance. She would smirk, noticing that this power might actually give her some challenge. Since Orochimaru is stronger than her, I do not expect that Rias would be too strong. As that would have happened, Naruto and his team would eventually reunite, and then they would simply go to the tower. Again, no course mark on Sasuke, since Naruto simply killed Orochimaru, or not killed, but sort of released Orochimaru. Orochimaru is now outside of the village, inside of a new body, into whose curse mark he took over at that moment to stay alive. As that would have happened, after all of this, the preliminary rounds would be over, and the teams that passed in the original would pass, except Sai, Mita, and Kara would also pass in this one. Sai would forfeit because Danzo told him to, so he sort of did. So after Sai's forfeit, we cut to the matches. Once we cut to the matches, every match almost goes the same. Sasuke fights Yoroi, Sakura and Ino fight. This time, Shikamaru and that Sound Girl fights, and then Naruto would fight Mito. Yes, Naruto would fight Mito, and Kara would fight Rias. So I want to go over these two battles specifically, just to get things a little done. As Naruto would fight Mito, the proctor would tell both of them to come to the stage. As that would have happened, Naruto's eyes would again turn silver, since he doesn't want to reveal too much. Everyone would notice that our Naruto's eyes turn silver, as Kakashi would just say, is this one of his new abilities or something? For the first time he just sort of transformed, as Kakashi is a father-like figure to Naruto. So Naruto had told him about this new technique. Kakashi would smirk, thinking that in this technique no one could even touch Naruto, let alone harm him. So good luck Mito on that one, he would think in his mind. As Naruto and Mito's battle began, Mito, who had now done Shadow Clone Jutsu and Rasengan and all that stuff, Rasengan and our chakra chains that he had inherited from Kushina, or try to hit Naruto in any sort of way, make him she doesn't want to hurt him too bad, but this is a battle. So, but Naruto, with the help of Ultra Instinct, just in his base form, he just combined Ultra Instinct in his base form, sort of like what Goku is doing right now in the manga, and then he would just dodge all of our attacks without even blinking, as He would not use his arms or anything. He would just have his arms folded, and soon Naruto would appear behind her. Mito would not even notice since he used the offense ability of Ultra Instinct and then kick her so hard that Mito would, with one kick only, be sent flying to the wall. And then once see the smoke did cover and that's once smoke did clear up, everyone would notice that Mito was knocked out with a single kick. Naruto would lower his leg and just walk up to the stage. Everyone would be surprised by this raw strength that Naruto is showing, but again, Naruto is Gogeta, so that's to be expected. Now, as for the battle between Rias and Kara, this battle would be a little exciting since they both are on a same field level of power. So right, Kara is stronger than Mito, if you're wondering. Um, as Rias and they both would enter the battle, Rias would immediately go through hand signs and spare our technique of lava balls. Everyone would be surprised seeing this Kekigenkai, especially Kushina, since this was the Kekigenkai of the Uzumakis, which the level of lava that Rias is producing can only be produced by an Uzumaki. As that would have happened, soon Mito would try to block it with her Rasengans and all that stuff, shadow clones. She would try to deceive Rias, but once Mito pops out her chakra chains, everyone is surprised when Rias does the same. She pops out her chakra chains from her back, and then her chakra chains are actually stronger than Mito's. So with that battle happening, she would eventually win in the chakra chains battle, and then wrap her chakra chains around Mito's arm, legs, and start draining her chakra away from her. Once that would have happened, Mito would be so drained of her chakra that Rias would just appear in front of her and just knock her out with a chop at the back of the head. Once that would have happened, Naruto would eventually notice this girl is quite strong, as he would look down at her and wink at her. As Rias would just look at him, what the fuck is this guy doing, sort of thing. As she would just be flirtatious and wink back at him. Because Naruto would just blink. Oh, does he just wink back at me? Okay, I guess I have a girlfriend to myself now. Naruto would think that in his mind as the 1 month timescape of the training arc would happen. Again, all the matches pretty much remain the same, right? Nothing really changes, except the fact Naruto and Rias is the extra one that's gonna be fighting, right? So let's just say this one, Naruto and Neji are gonna be fighting, and then the one who wins is gonna be fighting Rias. So Rias pretty much got like a seeding of some sort. Once that would have happened in this month, Kakashi would offer to train Naruto, but Naruto would gladly decline him. Jiraiya would come to the village to train the twins. He would ask Naruto, if he wants training also, but Naruto would just say, nah, he doesn't want any training. He's gonna train on his own. Once that would have happened, of course, Rias and the other would be training as well. Rias would get the orders from Orochimaru to actually, help in the invasion, to kill all the Konoha shinobis that were all present at that time. Rias would of course obey this. She really doesn't like Orochimaru all that much. She knows that he's using her for her Uzumaki heritage and all the stuff, and when she's not a use of him, he will dispose of her. But she's just doing whatever she can, just in case. As that would have happened, 1 month time skip would happen because Kakashi would have trained Sasuke in the Chidori as he did in original. Again, in this case, the matches happened. The first matches between Naruto and Neji. Neji would start sprouting out of his fate nonsense, saying that he's fated to win this battle no matter how strong Naruto is. He's not gonna win. Naruto was just sort of open a book and just looked at Neji and just say, oh, did he say something? Kakashi would of course cheer for Naruto, say, yatta boy, just like me. As everyone would look at Kakashi just saying that you roughed that boy in a bad way. As that would have happened, Naruto would take out the book and start reading, as Neji would get triggered by this, and then he would activate his Byakugan and try to attack Naruto. Naruto would have activated Ultra Instinct in his base form, as his eyes would only turn silver, nothing else would change. No aura, nothing like that. As Neji would try to attack Naruto, as Naruto would, just dodge without even thinking. That's what Ultra Instinct is all about. Soon, Naruto would get tired of this as he would close his book, and when he did, his eyes, instead of turning silver, now would turn to blue. Once Naruto's eye turned blue, Naruto would scream as his hair would turn a dark shade of blue as Naruto would enter Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. As Naruto would look at Neji and say, this is getting quite boring. And if in a flash, Naruto, with one of his finger in Neji's stomach, would just say, yeah, this battle is over. As Naruto would say that, Neji would collapse, sort of coughing out blood, and then get knocked out with just one finger. As Naruto said, oh, I did it over. I used too much power. As Naruto would say that, everyone in the crowd would be surprised that Naruto said he used too much power, since he, sort of one-shot KO'd Neji with one finger. Naruto would just scratch the back of his head. I guess I really haven't got used to this power yet. He would say that as he was, rushed back to the podium and to, just stay there. As the other battles would happen, before the Sasuke and Gaara battle, the second Naruto and Ryusa's battle, which takes place. Naruto and Ryusa would, of course, form hand signs, and Naruto would be the one to start speaking. You're quite beautiful, and if you're not from the Sound Village, I'm pretty sure you would already have been my girlfriend or something along those lines. Ryusa would, of course, bless that dish, and she would say you're quite handsome yourself, and they would just start flirting in front of everyone. Everyone would, just be surprised that that Naruto, the demon boy, and Ryusa, ninja from another village, are flirting. As the proctor would get tired of this again and say, if you both are done flirting, can we begin the match? As of course, Naruto and Ryusa would blush at this, and then they would begin the match. Naruto, this time, saying that, since I do want to impress you and so show off, I guess I'll not hold back as much. Once Naruto would say as much, his eyes would turn silver, and soon a calm but chilling aura would surround the area, as a heat would surround the area as well. Naruto's hair would start to float up, and then it became silver. Naruto would have mastered Ultra Instinct right then and there. Again, his aura is still not there. This is a complete controlled version of Mastered Ultra Instinct. So Naruto is, of course, he's Gogeta. Gogeta, who, again, I'm taking Goku from the manga, who already has Mastered Ultra Instinct. To an extent that he can enter it willingly. So Gogeta had it, and he pretty much taught Naruto. So Naruto would, of course, with this, Ryusa would try to do everything, but Naruto would just keep on dodging, weaving, as he would try to pretty much do pickup lines on her, as Ryusa would get flustered and just say to him, go to hell, die, pervert, all that stuff. And soon Naruto would just start getting bored. Even if she is beautiful and is busty, he cannot afford to waste time. As that would have happened, Naruto would eventually disappear behind her, knock her out with a chop of the back of the neck, and then boom, Naruto would have won with relative ease. Again, I forgot to mention Naruto did the chop at the back of her neck with his pinky finger. If you're wondering, yeah, that's quite disrespectful, but Naruto doesn't want to use too much power. So that would have happened. Orochimaru, who was with the Hokage, would just widen his eyes, but thinking, what the fuck is this boy? But he's gonna ruin my entire plans. Since Ryusa was a Jonin level Genin, right? Supposedly she was Jonin level at the level of Kimimaru, and Orochimaru had just sent her, and she was one of his biggest assets in this invasion, and Naruto just knocked her the fuck out without even trying. As that would have happened, Hiruzen would eventually laugh out, saying, "Hey, this boy is quite interesting, don't you think, Kazekage Dono?" As Orochimaru just look at him, "Yeah, you're right, bastard. He's gonna ruin my entire plans." Orochimaru would think like that in the head, of course. And then soon Gaara and Sasuke's battle would happen, and after Sasuke he does a stab Gaara in the shoulder, the invasion would begin. Once that would have happened, Naruto, when Rias would have woken up, would have told her that, do you honestly want to do this? I can tell it in your eyes that you're not willing to do this, especially with that snake. How about it? If I kill that snake, will you stay in Konoha? As he would look at him, he would say, why are you doing all of this for me? He would just say, shrug and say, you seem like a good function, in person, so why not? As Naruto would say that, Ryas would, simply look at him. I will not take part in the invasion, but I will also not help you, since in case Orochimaru does survive, I don't want to get killed. Naruto would say that, oh, you think that bastard is gonna survive? Oh, trust me, he's not. Once Naruto would say that, he would tell Mito, Kara, and Sasuke to go after Gaara. Right? As that would have happened, Naruto would place his hands in a really familiar position as he would start to say, pointing his hand right towards the where Orochimaru and Hiruzen were fighting, as Naruto in his mind would communicate with Hiruzen. Hey, Gigi, just back up a little bit, okay? He would say that as Hiruzen would look out of the podium as Naruto, and Naruto had this ability from the moment he became 5 years old that he could talk with him with telekinesis. As that would have happened, Hiruzen was pretty much not in when Naruto would say 3 seconds, Hiruzen would jump back, as he would trust Naruto in this one. Naruto would start saying Ka May, as Naruto would say that Hiruzen would completely start battling Orochimaru, as since this is ki and not chakra, Orochimaru would not be able to sense, especially since it is God ki, right? It's Ultra Instinct, so it's a God ki. Once that would have happened, Naruto would eventually complete his Kamehameha, and he would say to Hiruzen, now, as he would say that, Hiruzen would back away, and soon as Hiruzen backed away, Naruto released the fucking Kamehameha. And once the Kamehameha was released, the barrier that was around Orochimaru and Hiruzen was completely disintegrated. There's no way that barrier is surviving the likes of Ultra Instinct Gogeta's Kamehameha, okay? Sorry. Once that Kamehameha would be completed, it would hit Orochimaru, not only hit Orochimaru, it would go all the way to the fucking space and then still continue. God knows which poor planet would have came in the Kamehameha's way and been destroyed. Again, Gaara would be defeated as he did in original, and let's for plot armor reasons, Mito and Gaara managed to talk no jutsu him, right? As Naruto would, really be done with the Kamehameha, Rias would look at it, surprised, just, what the fuck did he just do? He killed Orochimaru with one attack. As, all the sound for that, they're just guiding the barrier. They would die as well in the backlash of not being able to protect the barrier, since Naruto's Kamehameha would destroy it. So the sound 4 are dead. Orochimaru is dead, right? The only reason that he can come back is because of his curse mark, which is gonna be the case, unfortunately. And then Naruto would again look at Rias and wink at her. I have one more guy that I want to take care of, but then we'll see. You would say that as Rias would sort of blush, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He did so much for me, right? And then soon, Naruto would appear in front of Kabuto, to be specific, as Kabuto was, appearing as a masked Anbu who was protecting Konoha ninja, but in reality he was, killing Konoha ninjas. Naruto would just grab his hand and say, why don't you let go of that Anbu mask sound in ninja? Once Naruto would say that, Kabuto would smirk under his mask. Huh. You're quite strong, Naruto, but how about this? Once Kabuto would say that, he would try to, go with the chakra scalpel in Naruto's chest. But once he did hit Naruto's chest, he would notice something, that his arm is fucking broken. Naruto's chest has, is so strong that his arm is completely broken. Kabuto would, start to scream that his arm is broken. He would try to heal it, but Naruto would step on his arm and then completely, raise his hand on Kabuto's head. As Naruto would say, "Dirks like you don't even deserve to exist. I will destroy you right here and right now." Hakai. Once Naruto would say that, goodbye, Kabuto. Kabuto would slowly but surely be disintegrated into nothingness. Even the Shinigami cannot, afford something along these lines. As that would have happened, soon the invasion would have finished. Orochimaru is dead, Kabuto is dead, Sound Force is dead, everyone is dead, and the one who killed him is Naruto. So Naruto would be soon hailed as the hero of the village that saved the village, saved the third Hokage and everyone. Naruto is pretty much loved in the village. Soon he and Rias would start talking and eventually start going out as a couple. Naruto would have stayed in the village since he doesn't really need a training, and then Kara and Mita would have gone a training with Jiraiya's because they need the power to fight the Akatsuki. Naruto and Kakashi would train Sasuke in this one, and Sasuke would have gotten much stronger, much stronger than he was in original, since Naruto would slave drive him to the point where Sasuke's physical body is strong enough to deal with most opponents. His taijutsu and kenjutsu that Kushina taught him would be more than enough to deal with probably most people in the entirety of the world. Sasuke is really strong, let's just say that, right? Once that would have happened, the Kazekage ritual arc would happen, but when the message comes that the Kazekage is to be retrieved by Hiruzen, what would happen is Naruto would place his fingers on his forehead, and then he would tell everyone to pretty much touch him. And then once he would do that, he would track down Gaara's chakra signature. And once he would do that, he would eventually teleport right into the Akatsuki, where Gaara is being extracted. And then soon, when Gaara already has been extracted of 80% of Shikaku and 50% of Shikaku in him, so that's bad. But Naruto, when he comes there, he immediately stops all of this with his he enters Super Saiyan Blue evolution, and then he eventually stops this by his aura alone. All the Akatsuki connections are cut off, as Deidara and Sasori are only there. Naruto would appear again in front of them, and then soon he would raise his hand and Hakai them both at the same time. The other ninjas would not even be needed, as Gaara would drop down, and soon they would teleport back to the Sand Village with instant transmission. Once this would happen, now for the Two Tails would get captured as she did in original. The Three Tails would get captured, the Four Tails would get captured, and the Five Tails would get captured, the Six Tails would get captured, as they all did in original. Up to the Seven Tails, they would all get captured, but I do want to get over to the Hirana and Kakuzu arc, right? For the Hirana and Kakuzu arc, what would happen in this one is Asuma would not die, especially since Rias would be sent to the same squad that Asuma was sent to. Asuma, Shikamaru, Rias, and in this case, Kushina would also be sent in that squad, just to get rid of the Akatsuki. And as strong as those bastards are, they are not dealing with Rias, who is already at the level of Tsunade, right? I'm not joking. She's literally on that level. So because of that, bye Hidan and Kakuzu. Asuma was alone enough to deal with Hidan, since he did behead him. Shikamaru would eventually figure out his abilities, and Kakuzu's abilities as well, when Kakuzu would be busy fighting Rias and Kushina, and there are other Chunin and Jonins as well, so that would have done the job as well. So pretty much Hidan and Kakuzu are done. Tata bye bye with those two, and then we come to Sasuke's point of view, who has softened up in this 4 years, and then he would eventually ask Hiruzen to let him go to kill Orochimaru. Which Hiruzen would, after some, not Orochimaru, I mean Itachi, with after some thinking, Hiruzen would agree as he got a crow from Itachi to tell Sasuke to come for him since Itachi is about to die because of his illness. Hiruzen would eventually let him go since Itachi is the one who requested it, and then the both of the brothers would fight. In this case, a battle would go a little different since Sasuke is a lot stronger, and then sooner or later, let's just say, um, Sasuke figures out Itachi's truth, but not by the hands of Toby. Itachi is the one who tells Sasuke the entirety of the truth since he sees that Sasuke has changed. He has softened up, he values his friends, and he really wants to protect the village. Sasuke would understand Itachi's feelings and he would eventually decide that he wants to protect the village and honor his brother's wishes. Again, after that, the pain assault arc would begin. In this one, let's just say here's in the sense Naruto with Jiraiya. Naruto, who went with Jiraiya, would who Naruto would have used a transformation jutsu as well on himself as well. Once that would have happened, let's just say pain does not stand a chance. Naruto, just would eventually when Jiraiya and Naruto do figure out, that Nagato is the one controlling the pain's bodies. It's clean sweep. Naruto would tell Jiraiya to stay back a little, as Naruto would enter Ultra Ego this time. He would enter Ultra Ego because he simply wants to destroy all of the bodies, simply Hakkaiing them with with the control of Ultra Ego and the Hakkai or destruction energy that Naruto has gotten over this past few years is incredible. Because with just a punch alone, if his opponent is weak enough, he can just Hakkai them. So Naruto pretty much lands a punch on every one of the Diva Pads. Diva Pads does try to just Shinra Tensei on him, but it just simply does not work on Naruto. Gravity is not even a thing for the boy. So yeah, Shinra Tensei does not work. Naruto Hakkai's Pain, and then once that is done, Naruto would eventually recognize Pain's chakra signature, would have recognized Nagato's chakra signature as well, and then soon he would meet Conan, who he would think that she's kind of sexy, but he would let her go since he really doesn't want to harm women. But Conan would step in front of him to protect Nagato, and Naruto would have no choice but to Hakkai her as well. Naruto and Nagato would start talking about Jiraiya's book and all the peace and nonsense and all that stuff. And Naruto will tell Nagato that his way of thinking is just fucked up. This period, just wanting others to suffer from pain in order to experience pain, and that is just bad. As Naruto would tell him that peace will never exist in this ninja world as soon as as long as there is the shinobi system. And then Naruto would, just agree with that, and then Naruto would tell him that there is a way. If someone becomes strong enough so that no one can oppose him, then peace can be achieved. As Naruto would look at him, you're applying to yourself, aren't you? Naruto would smirk, of course I am, you fool, but I'll see you in the other life. As Naruto would raise his hand as he was utter Hakkai. As Naruto would say that, Nagato's entire body, along with his Rinnegan, would start to vanish, as Nagato would, pretty much be dead. Again, as I said, the Rinnegan is Hakkaida into oblivion as well. So Toby's plans, or Madara's plans, are pretty much fucked at this point. He cannot do anything. Naruto, along with the Konoha ninjas, would eventually find Toby and the other members of the Akatsuki and kill them all. Zetsu would I think he would go to in a hiding for another 1,000 years or something in order to revive Kaguya. But good luck with that as well, since the cycle of hatred between Indra and Asura has been broken, since they both sort of love each other. And what I mean by that, in this case, the reincarnation of Asura was Kara, and the reincarnation of Indra was Sasuke, and they both are currently in a relationship. So let's just say that the cycle of hatred between the 2 is over. And even if Kaguya disappear, Naruto is way too strong for her. Sorry, man, it's not gonna work out. Eventually, we go to after a few years, Naruto, who was said to be the next Hokage by everyone in the village. After since Naruto is wise, he's strong, everything like that. Naruto eventually declined the position, saying that he's not simply interested. He just wants to spend the rest of his life with Rias and do dirty things with her. As that would have happened, the Hokage position would be eventually handed down to Kakashi. He would, gladly accept it since, he's a lot stronger than he was in Boruto era since he does have a Sharingan, aka Kamui, the most broken ability in the entire Naruto series. Soon, Naruto would have kids with Rias, just because, and the kid would be extremely broken because the kid does have the kid is pretty much 75% Uzumaki, right? So let's just say the kid is pretty much goddamn broken at this point, and not to mention he has Naruto's insane powers of of Saiyan. So he's half breed Saiyan. So pretty much think Gohan on steroids. Yeah, that's pretty much what the kid is gonna be. And soon when Kinshiki, Momoshiki, Ishiki, all that appear, Naruto. Let's just say Naruto with his use of Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego, and then probably his Ultra form by combining Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, which is just make quick work of them. They really don't stand a chance. And I even would say the likes of Shibai, though Tsutsuki God, would not stand a chance against Naruto, right? The Dragon Ball verse, when you combine it with Naruto, it is just too unfair to even begin with. So yeah, guys, hopefully you'll like this video, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel, and yeah, guys, see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys, and have a really nice day. Peace.